Hello viewers, welcome you all to the channel Eliotian Arena. In this video, we are going to complete some of the MCQ questions based on restoration period. So without delay, let us start. Question number 1. The restoration period in English literature began in which year? Options 1649, 1660, 1688, 1700. And the correct option is 1660. Question number 2. The restoration period is named after the restoration of Parliament, monarchy under Charles II, Catholic Church, Cromwell's rule. And the right answer is option B, monarchy under Charles II. Which literary form became most popular during the Restoration period? Options: epic poetry, tragedy, comedy of manners, pastoral poetry. The right answer is option C, comedy of manners. Question number 4. Who is considered the greatest Restoration dramatist? William Congreve, Aphra Wayne, George Etheridge, John Dryden. The right answer is option D, John Dryden. The comedy of manners is chiefly concerned with options: country life, moral and spiritual themes, aristocratic society and wit, medieval chivalry. And the right answer is option C, aristocratic society and wit. Question number 6. Which of the following is a work by John Dryden? Options: The Way of the World, Absalom and Achitophel, The Country Wife, The Rover. The right answer is option B, Absalom and Achitophel. Who is known as the father of English criticism? Options: John Dryden, John Milton, Alexander Pope, Samuel Johnson. So it is none other than John Dryden. Question number 8. Which of the following was not a Restoration playwright? Options: William Wycherley, William Congreve, George Etheridge, Christopher Marlowe. The right answer is Christopher Marlowe. Question number 9. Heroic couplet was perfected by whom? Options: Shakespeare, Spenser, Dryden, Pope. The right answer is option C, Dryden. Question number 10. Which women writer gained fame during the Restoration period? Options: Mary Shelley, Aphra Wayne, Jane Austen, Virginia Woolf. So it is none other than Aphra Wayne. Question number 11. Which of the following works is a Restoration comedy? Options: The Alchemist, The Rivals, The Way of the World, and Dr. Faustus. The right option is The Way of the World. Question number 12. Restoration literature is often criticized for being options: religious and moralistic, romantic and sentimental, realistic and witty, vulgar and immoral. So out of all these options, the right answer is vulgar and immoral. Question number 13. John Dryden held which honorary title? Options: Poet Laureate, Knight of the Garter, Archbishop of Canterbury, and Lord Chancellor. So the correct option is Poet Laureate. John Dryden was the first Poet Laureate of England. Question number 14. William Congreve's most famous play is Love for Love, The Way of the World, The Country Wife, The Rover. Answer is the way of the world. Question number 15. The Glorious Revolution 1688 marked the transition from options Commonwealth to monarchy, monarchy to republic, Catholic rule to Protestant rule, Cromwell to Charles II. And the right option is Catholic rule to Protestant rule. Question number 16. Which of the following is a characteristic of Restoration drama? Options blank verse, moral lessons, wit and satire, religious allegory. And the right answer is wit and satire. Question 17. Which of the following plays is written by William Wycherley? Options The Rover, The Country Wife, All for Love, Love for Love. And the right answer is B. The Country Wife. Who among the following was England's first professional female writer? Anne Finch, Aphra Vane, Mary Astell, Mary Wollstonecraft. And the right answer is Aphra Vane. Question number 19. Which of the following works is an example of heroic play? The Way of the World, Absalom and Achitophel, The Conquest of Granada, The Country Wife. And the right option is option C, The Conquest of Granada. Question number 20. Absalom and Achitophel is a dash. Options novel, epic, satirical poem, tragic play. And the right answer is satirical poem. Question number 21. John Dryden's Absalom and Achitophel is an allegory based on options biblical story of David and Absalom, Greek mythology, Roman Empire, English Civil War. And the right answer is option A, biblical story of David and Absalom. Question 22. In Dryden's Absalom and Achitophel, the character Achitophel represents options Charles II, James II, the Earl of Shaftesbury, William of Orange. And the right answer is option C, the Earl of Shaftesbury. 23. In Macflecknoe, Dryden satirizes Shakespeare, Milton, Shadwell, Marvell. The right answer is Thomas Shadwell. Question 24. Dryden's An Essay of Dramatic Poesy is written in the form of options heroic couplets, dialogue, monologue, blank verse. The right answer is dialogue. 25. Restoration dramatists always mainly concerned with patriotism, religious themes, satire of upper class society, nationalism. And the answer is option C, satire of upper class society. Question number 26. William Congreve's comedies are known for their romantic imagination, moral teachings, refined wit and police, political propaganda. Among all these options, the right one is option C, refined wit and police. Question number 27. The Rehearsal 1671, a famous parody of heroic drama, was written by George Villiers, John Dryden, William Wycherley, and Aphra Vane. The right answer is William Wycherley. The Rehearsal, published in the year 1671. Question 28. Which poet succeeded Dryden as poet laureate after The Glorious Revolution, held in 1688. Thomas Shadwell, Alexander Pope, John Milton, William Wycherley. And the right answer is Thomas Shadwell. Who is considered the first important writer of Comedy of Manners? George Etheridge, William Congreve, Ephra Wayne, John Dryden. And the answer is obviously George Etheridge. Question number 30. George Etheridge's famous play The Man of Mood presents which character as the ideal restoration rake? Options: Mr. Horner, Mirabell, Durrimont, Wilmore. Answer is Durrimont. 31. William Congreve's masterpiece The Way of the World was published in 1668, 1695, 1700, 1711. And the answer is 1700. In restoration comedies, the fifth character typically represents options: a brave and moral hero, a dull and serious clergyman, a foolish, vain man obsessed with fashion, a poor but honest farmer. And the right answer is option C, a foolish, vain man obsessed with fashion. Question number 33. Which of the following plays by Van Brugh is a sequel to Coley Shiver's Love's Last Shift? And the answer is The Provoked Wife, The Relapse, The Confederacy, The Box Stratagem. The right answer is The Relapse, option B. Question 34. The Provoked Wife, published 1697, deals primarily with political corruption, marital unhappiness and female independence, religious intolerance, class conflict. And the right answer is option B, marital unhappiness and female independence. 35. Which is John Bunyan's most famous work? Paradise Lost, The Pilgrim's Progress, Robinson Crusoe, The Fairy Queen. And the right answer is The Pilgrim's Progress, option B. 36. Where did John Bunyan write The Pilgrim's Progress? The book was published in 1678. In a monastery, at a sea, in a prison, at a university. The right answer is in prison. The main character in The Pilgrim's Progress is evangelist, Christian, faithful, hopeful. And the answer is Christian. The Pilgrim's Progress is written in the form of dash: an epic poem, a play, an allegory, a diary. The option is an allegory, the correct one, C. John Dryden's often referred to as the father of Romanticism, father of English prose, father of English criticism, the father of English tragedy. We have already discussed this question, that John Dryden is referred to as the father of English criticism. So option C is correct. Question 40. Dryden was appointed as England's first official poet laureate in 1670, 1668, 1675, 1688. So the right answer is 1670. Which of the following is Dryden's famous critical work? Preface to Lyrical Ballads, an essay of dramatic poesy, The Defense of Poesy, Biographia Literaria. So out of all these options, the most famous critical work of Dryden is option B, an essay of dramatic poesy. 42. In an essay of dramatic poesy, the character Ninder represents Ben Jonson, John Dryden himself, William Shakespeare, John Milton. So the answer is John Dryden himself. 43. Which of the following plays is written by John Dryden? The Alchemist, All for Love, The Spanish Tragedy, Volpone. And the answer is All for Love. Question 44. Who is represented as Achitophel in Absalom and Achitophel? Options: King Charles II, James II, Anthony Ashley Cooper, the Duke of Buckingham. The right answer is C. Anthony Ashley Cooper, Earl of Shaftesbury. Question number 45. Dryden's poetic style is most associated with Spenserian stanza, blank verse, free verse, heroic couplets. And the answer is heroic couplets. So, heroic couplets as a major literary style of writing emerged during the Restoration period, especially in the hands of John Dryden. Which work marks the beginning of Dryden's reputation as a poet? Religio Laici, heroic stanzas, Absalom and Achitophel, Annus Mirabilis. And the answer is option B, heroic stanzas. Question 47. Annus Mirabilis deals with the plague in London, the Great Fire of London, and Anglo-Dutch War, the English Civil War, the Glorious Revolution. And the answer is option B, the Great Fire of London and Anglo-Dutch War. Question 48. Dryden translated which of these works, especially among classical authors? So, whose work Dryden translated? Is it Virgil or Horace, Cicero, Ovid? So the right answer is option A, it's Virgil. Dryden's Religio Laici was written to defend Puritanism, Anglicanism, Catholicism, Calvinism. And the right option is Anglicanism. Option B is right. Question 50. Which poem did Dryden write after converting to Catholicism? Options: Religio Laici, The Hind and the Panther, Macfecno, Absalom and Achitophel. And the answer is The Hind and the Panther. Option B. 51. In The Hind and the Panther, the Hind represents Anglican Church, Catholic Church, Protestant Church, Puritan Church. Options: the correct option is Catholic Church. 52. Which of the following is a heroic play by John Dryden? The Indian Queen, The Spanish Tragedy, Dr. Faustus, The Alchemist. And the answer is The Indian Queen. Question 53. Dryden wrote heroic stanzas on the death of Oliver Cromwell, Charles I, Charles II, William III. And the answer is Oliver Cromwell. 54. Macflecno is an example of mock epic or mock heroic poem, pastoral elegy, ode, tragic drama. The right answer is mock epic or mock heroic poem. Option A is correct. Question 55. An essay on dramatic poesy was written during options: the plague of 1665, the Glorious Revolution 1688, the Civil War 1642, the Great Fire of London. The answer is the plague of 1665. Who called Dryden Glorious John? Answers: The options of all these are Samuel Johnson, Alexander Pope, Walter Scott, William Wordsworth. So the right option is Walter Scott. Question 57. Dryden's The Medal is a religious poem, satirical poem, pastoral elegy, heroic play. And the right answer is satirical poem. 58. What is the main theme of The Country Wife? War and heroism, religious faith, hypocrisy, and sexual intrigue in high society, the struggle of peasants. The answer is option C, hypocrisy and sexual intrigue in high society. Question 59. Who are the two famous lovers in Congreve's The Way of the World? Wavell Jr. and Indiana, Mirabel and Millamant, Charles and Maria, Lovelace and Amanda. So the right option is Mirabel and Millamant. Question 60. The famous Proviso scene appears in Love for Love, The Double Dealer, The Way of the World, The Old Bachelor. The right answer is option C, The Way of the World by Congreve. With this, we come to the end of the MCQs of restoration period. If you feel it is helpful, then do like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching.